Okay, good. All right, everyone. So we are live in Elevate You, and I've got the lovely Francine with me today. And if you guys are hopping on and watching this recording, if you could just say hello. And if you are watching the replay later on, if you could just comment replay, and that way we can come back and say hello to you. But I wanted to pop on here with Francine because you were probably one of the first folks to say, yes, sign me up, right? If I remember correctly.
I saw good things, so I said yes. I was on a roll, and I think I probably was.
So tell me about, what made you decide to come on board? What was going on in your business and your goals, and kind of made you think I want to try something to help with my business?
Right. Well, so I've had my business since 1999, so quite a long time. And in the last couple of years, I admittedly kind of got bored with it, and I was doing some deep dive with some personal development too, and knew that I wanted to niche down into certain areas. And so that was all becoming more clear, but I didn't have the tools to do those things. I knew enough to know that I need to do something differently. And, the internet is a wealth of information. You could spend a lot of time digging up all of those resources, but then that's taking time away from the things that you really want to be making a difference on, right? So anyway, it was just divine timing, Z, that you came along just at that moment in my life, because we were connected already, and I had taken some of the free classes and challenges and things that you had done, and I always found great value in those. And then when you offered the course, I thought, bingo, this is like truly what I was praying for, the tools that I needed at this time in my life to move my business into the next step. And so I signed up for that, and that has been super helpful. And I'm sure we'll probably talk about that a little bit more too. But then when you offered the ongoing coaching, I knew I needed that because, I coach people all the time, but coaches need coaches too, right? I needed the accountability, and I needed just that ongoing support and the tools that you provide. So it all just came together beautifully.
Yay, I love that. And I love that you said it was divine timing, because I truly do believe that. So now, you join the course, and I know there's a lot of courses out there, and I've joined courses that turn out to be amazing. And then I've joined courses that really don't, give me what I'm looking for. And it just doesn't feel like I am able to apply what I learned. So what are your thoughts after joining, and, thoughts about what you got out of the course, what you're getting out of the course, that kind of thing?
Yeah. Okay. So first I have to say that you are so generous with what you provide in like your free, get your feet wet, little mini groups that I thought, gosh, what else can she give us? Because she's given us so much already, but it is so many more layers past that. So the course has been super beneficial to me because you have done such a lovely job of breaking all of the components down of every single step in the process. And truly, there have been times I'm like, Z, what about blah, blah, blah? And you're like, oh, 2 more lessons and you'll get to that. Like, you thought of everything. And so these videos just explain everything, and people can just step along with you. But it's not just a video, like, we have access to you too. And I've taken lots of other courses in the past, and there are a lot of coaches who are really great cheerleaders. And sometimes that's nice, but there comes a point where you need to have practical application to actually get into action, because you can be encouraged all day long, right? But if you don't do something with it, nothing changes, other than you might be kind of happy for a while. So right. I like that you provide that practical application and opportunities for us to, you say, okay, now go do this. And, but it's not like we only see you in a video, like we have access to you during the week as well. And I love the other tools you have in place. So like if we get stuck, like you can see exactly where we are, how we're stuck, and then you walk us through that too. So you're just the best teacher, and you're right there too to provide the support piece too. But it's not just all encouragement, it's that practical application that I think has been most beneficial to me. And I've already seen growth. So that's exciting too.
Because you sent me a message the other day and you said it's coming together, and now you're getting people commenting, asking you for what you're up to, right? So tell me more about that, because that's really what matters, right? At the end.
Right. Right. So awesome. So, okay. So one of the things, there's a quote out there somewhere. I think it's Marianne Williamson, and it's something about maybe it's not failure that we're worried about as much as we're maybe worried about success. I butchered that, but you get the picture.
Yes.
And so I think sometimes I know that has tripped me up because it's like, okay, what if I go for it and then I have all this momentum, and then how do I juggle all that? Because I mean, we all have other aspects of our lives that are important to us, right?
Yes.
It's not just all business. And I certainly have things I want to be doing. I'm sure other people do too. So what you teach us is automation piece is just beautiful. So, I was already doing a lot of my business on social media. So just these tweaks that you teach, to just change just a little bit up and just really, it really is really cool because I feel like it lets me be more of myself. It's not salesy. It's just like,
Mhm.
hey, check this out. Does this resonate with you? And anyway, it just this weekend I went all in and I did a post about my niche, which is gut health. And I mean, I was praying for 3 people to say yes. And it was just boom, 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 boom. Like all these people were like, yes, 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 yes. And I had personal messages, from people I have never talked to about my business, or people that I've tried to talk to about my business. And they're like, oh, I'm good. All of a sudden here they are. And, they're wanting more information. And what is this about? And, let me tell you about this going on in my life. And it's just been, it's worked exactly like you said it would. So that's
Yay.
that's awesome. And it's awesome to see it coming together.
That's really the most, right? You're not even through the course yet,
Oh
and
no,
it's
we're
already
stuck in our third
coming.
module. Yeah.
Yeah, which is just so awesome. So one of the things that I get asked a lot is I have people say, well, I'm not very techie
Mhm.
and I don't know if I could do this. What would you just say to someone that felt like maybe they're not, as technology savvy or tech savvy,
Yeah.
but maybe was still interested in the course, but a little hesitant?
Right. Okay. So if you can watch a video and and read and type a little bit, you're good. Like you truly, Z does such a great job of breaking everything down into all these simplified steps. Like something that would be super easy, like she'll even break it down to like more steps than um you would even think to ask about. So and the stuff builds upon each other and it repeats too. So that's nice too, because it's not like you have to learn 32 new things, right? I mean, once you learn, like one of the very first things we started off doing, I believe, is like making a Google form.
Mhm.
And maybe you're already very efficient in that. So great, you're already
Mhm.
ahead of the pack, but you showed us how to do that. And then we do that repeatedly for many other uses. And so but yeah, you do not have to be tech savvy, honestly. If you can get on your Zoom to watch a video and then just take some notes and just follow along, and it's lovely because your course is all recorded. So I can go back, like I'm not sure what, you just said, let me go back and listen to that again. So it's all right there. And then again, we have access to you in a group and then also periodically throughout the course too. So there's lots of opportunities to ask questions if you really are stuck.
Thank you, Francine. Well, I hope that all of you watching benefited from hearing Francine's story. So Francine is part of the course and the VIP group, so she's got access to me in the group. And one thing we didn't talk about, but I'll just mention is we also just have a really cool community, right? So I've talked to a lot of folks that say like, I don't have an upline, or maybe you do have one, but it's just a really big team. I feel like we just have such a close community now in this group, which is another like
Yeah,
bonus I didn't even expect. Um,
right.
but Francine is also, now she is joining the mastermind level, which is kind of the next step for folks who want even more than the course, right? Like to have accountability, really focus on the coaching piece with me. So she's not even through the course yet, and she's already signed up for this next level, which is really awesome. And I'm so excited to have you. And the two of us are actually going to get off now. And when you finish module 2, which she just did,
Yeah.
we do a module 2 one-on-one review. So she's got her one-on-one with me, which is a chance for me to see what she's done, make sure everything's working beautifully, talk a little bit about goals, and then help her through the rest of the course because she's still got 5 modules to go.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yeah.
do that. Feel free to comment below if you have questions. Francine is in the page 2. I sent you an invite this morning
Okay.
so that either one of us can answer if you've got any more questions for us.
Awesome. Thank you, Z.
Bye, everyone. Francine, you can stay on. I'm actually, let me see if I could cancel our live. I'm gonna